Not only is this anti-playstyle for Milky Way, but this is also a bit of a scary pick into something like Trundle on the other side, who can just steal a lot of those stats, but you have to kind of choose. Sejuani, Alistar, you can only ult one of them. Right time, it's a little bit lenient in terms of how things go, but overall it's really well done, and that leads to AL having enough pressure to take this dragon. They were likely going to take it anyways, but they don't really have to sacrifice anything. It's just ult for ult in the mid lane, so nice play for anyone's Legend to generate a small lead, and you're looking at leads in most lanes. You're seeing the Lucian generate an advantage, the Azir generate an advantage. Even top lane is neutral, which is definitely in favor of the Ornn.
Xiaoqi looking to be the 10th winner on Yunara. These grubs being taken down pretty immediately. FPX looking to make their way in here. Milky Way trying to force in. There'll be 2 grubs going the way of anyone's Legend. Calling coming down. Trying to get a little bit of chip damage. Call the Forge God ready to go. Looking to hit multiple members and does. All 3 grubs secured by AL as they look to win the rest of the fight, but Tarzan dies in the pit, and FPX are winning this fight. Flandra with a big knockup, but Hope ain't there. Shanks ain't there, and down goes Flandra too. It's a 4-0 for FPX. It's 3 kills for Xiaoqi.
So, you know, I can't take a
crazy
amount of credit.
You took his LP.
I did. I took his LP.
Now Adam's complaining about Mort Dog in the background here. And we're going to complain about some bad plays being made by AL. They're going to go all in on Kyle as FPX, and Xiaoqi's going to pick up kill number 4. It's super simple.
Yeah, as it turns out, when you pick a hyper carry, you just
get
the more kills. Oh,
Hope!
No way.
What are we doing? Xiaoqi has transcended himself. Freaking I am panicking.
We are slamming the button here. Sheer going to be the target if they can get this back here. It's big.
Okay, hold on. It looks like they are going to get that back at the very least. All right, Tarzan will get the first kill for anyone's Legend. And
we'll stop the stacking coming in from anyone's Legend, and they are losing control of this game very, very quickly. I have a hard time imagining a world where, you know, this team fight goes even relatively neutral. If you can have Peel for Xiaoqi in these fights.
They take purchase in the pit right now. Shanks is going to slide back and look to regroup with the rest of his team. So both these teams playing this team fight pretty well for the moment. Kyle going to take a lot of damage on the way back. Call the Forge God coming in. Not going to land on anybody. Knockup from the Braum lands on the 2, but they don't really do anything off of it. Big knockup coming in from Zhui. And there's the equalizer on top of it, too. Tarzan's got to run for the hills. Care with a big Fate Sealed. Xiaoqi with a huge flash over the wall. And he manages to find the Braum. And now he's going to look for Hope, but he got stunned, but the rest of the team is there. He will fall for it, but can they find Hope? Hope gets stunned with a permafrost and goes down. It is another win for FPX.
But more kills going over to the Yunara. 5-1-3 at 17 minutes here. 2 completed items for that champ. It just gets worse for AL.
Yeah, and you secured the Herald, and guess what? You're going to give all that gold over to Carry. You see Shanks and Kyle trying to do what they can up on the top side, but Shanks in particular has had a really rough Azir game so far. He's, you know, used 3 Emperor's Divides, 1 defensively in the mid lane. He missed one that was in a picture-in-picture against Sheer, and then the one in that fight that, you know, Xiaoqi completely outplayed him. I mean, this guy is feeling it right now, and we're going to lose a bot tier 2 on top of it, too. So a huge injection of gold going over to Care.
Yeah, the tier 2 going down is massive for FPX. It opens up the map so much. And with Dragon spawning right now, this is a free second Dragon for FPX. They have full control of the map. We do see some pings coming down. There's no way AL want to contest this, but they might try.
I think you're in the stage where you might have to, but it looks like they're not going to. They're going to get the Rumble teleport out, so FPX will get their second Dragon of the game. There's just nothing that AL can do right now.
Yeah, it would have been very, very aggressive to try and contest that. You are almost never going to...
It is still aggroed right now. It looks like both sides will pull off and allow them to reset. Anyone's Legend will head to the mid lane to try to take that tier 1 turret.
Yeah, when Kara has to blow ultimate there, I think they're just like, well, we don't have to take this. Like, we don't need to try and flip this if we're FPX. We're in a good spot. But AL, good transition into the mid lane here as they're able to take that mid tier 1. A pretty smart play, small advantage here, small victory, I guess, for AL, all things considered. But
and you go and you're able to get a turret off of it. That's a great way to get back into the game a little bit, get some gold. We are going to see Shanks teleport over to the top side. Care has to snap back. So AL once again have purchase up on this top side on this Otacon. There is a ward on it though. So FPX is well aware and is working with good information, but that ward's going to get cleared out. It got hit a couple of times. So they do know that this is being done. Sheer does have teleport available if he wants in. Care still cut off. His flash is available. 5,000 HP, 4,000 HP as this Otacon begins to tick lower. Care going to trade on to Shanks very well, get good damage in. Here we go, looking for a steal. Who's going to get it? Junara that secures it, and it's going to be Zhui up in the front, taking a lot of damage. Call the Forge God, going to land onto 2 as Tarzan once in. We're going to do damage to Care. Care able to get out. Milky Way looking like X-Smithy there, not quite landing the ultimate, but here it go. The fire's burning. Care with the fate sealed, and they turn it around. Sheer and Care take over. FPX say game over. They ace AL.
Milky Way's ult ends up going completely wide. Great shout out on the X-Smithy call there, but really the sealing, their fate was sealed, I would say, by that Yone ultimate. I think that that is a fair way to call out what ended up happening there. A little bit early, the bounce comes in at 36 HP and ends up picking up the Otacon, and Joy with a really nice flash. There's one control ward on the map. Everything else is red. Everything else is illuminated. Care is pushing down on the bot side. He has teleport available. He's completely unmatched right now. AL is trying to posture over tempo, but right now they can't force anything. They're going to try, though, but Kyle might just be walking into death.
Okay, Shanks trying to get in there. He's going to find Jachi, but Care's showing up to the party. He's going to try to deal with Shanks directly in front of him, knocks up Tarzan, and they're going to find him too. Fate sealed, not going to catch Hope, though. So it is going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of FPX. Dragon is in 2 minutes. That would be an FPX Mountain Soul. A Baron fight could happen at any moment. And that means that the burden of execution, speaking of Baron fights, as FPX just rip it, the burden of execution is on Shanks. He must come up huge. But guess what? This Baron is gone. Tarzan cannot get in. Secured by FPX. Care looking to end this game as they're going to be able to find Tarzan, and now they're going to look for more. Sheer looking to heat up and deal some more damage. He's going to target out Hope with the taser. Fate Seal not going to land on anybody, but Shanks is going to knock Milky Way over the wall and have to deal with Jachi. Meanwhile, Sheer is taking out Hope, and down goes Shanks. Down goes Flandra. Teleport from Milky Way just to get a little bit closer, and FPX are going to push down and win game 1.
Yanni, it was not even close. It was a destruction of anyone's legend in game number 1 by FPX. They were better early. They were better in the mid game. They were better late. Every part of this going in favor of the Phoenix. And if we had concerns about AL, those have been compounded. And if we had some excitement about FPX, we might have just seen even more. Death timers are getting a little bit low here. We'll see
it's
AL can make this interesting.
It's over. Yep. See you later. FPX 21-3. An absolute decimation of anyone's legend who are looking like nobody's legend right now, Cayman.
Well, I do think Corki is still in a good spot. I think you're looking at 3 lanes that maybe aren't going to have the same kind of push that they had in game number 1. You're looking at a lot of situations where you've got something like Aurora into Victor is not going to have that pressure, and you are probably going to need to spike in the mid game.
Milky Way is you'll step onto a ward. They're aware of where he's at. Milky Way will wisely take not a back, but lie in wait as we're looking for a dive from
Milky
AL.
Way's here.
Milky Way looking to go foil this one. Hope tanks up a couple turret shots. It's going to take him a little while to get in there. Jachi on the backside dies to Tarzan. Meanwhile, Kyle will fall. Milky Way gets credit for that one. And Tarzan, buddy, you are on the wrong side of the tracks. Zhui with the hook. Tarzan will fall to Care. A 2-for-1 for FPX.
Did get the ult coming out from the Aatrox, which is something, so certainly could have been worse in that instance, but not too much as we see a fight bot lane.
Yeah, here we go. Ignite is down on the Kyle. Jachi, get in there. Use the Valkyrie to dodge out. Needs to find Kyle. One more auto attack will do it. He'll fire the Q. It will be a trade of kills, but Zhui needs to find a way out and fast. He has to hook the wall for a little bit extra distance. Hope is going to flash after him, but Zhui put himself in the corner.
He doesn't have
here.
it.
He uses
the
heal.
Shots.
Hope, the barrier, the hook. Zhui with the outplay.
Huge outplay to pick up the kill. Not going to be the most consequential outplay of all time or anything like that. Doesn't change the complexion of the game, especially with Sivir up so much in the CS department. But Roxing will be at this play, and if you go for the 2v2, you're in direct risk of just throwing the advantage. But
there we go, Jachi. There we go, Jachi. Get him. There we go. This is how you do it.
The flash.
Jachi getting the job done on this Corki. It's exactly what this champ is supposed to do.
Oh, he might be in some trouble, though. Kyle does have vision of him. The Rel is in the area, and unfortunately, Jachi doesn't see it coming. He executes!
He got executed! Let's go! Well played by Jachi.
He started based off the fact by FPX, but Kyle
Okay, they're going to hook him. They're going to knock him up. Milky Way looking to slide his way in. Kyle going to be able to hop over the wall. As FPX have complete purchase of the river right now, and they will be able to secure the first dragon to the game fairly easily.
Just another win for FPX. It's Kyle looking to try and make a play, although Shanks...
Oh, hang on. Yeah, Shanks is on his way. Milky Way going to turn on to Shanks here. Going to dodge out of the gravity well. Meanwhile, on the other side,
big knockup.
Kyle looking for the engage. Jue's in trouble. He goes down. His Care is in there, and he bursts a man out. Milky Way going in, trying to land the Cyclone on somebody, but can't quite do it. Care going to flash in, right into the knockup of the Scion. Kyle lives, and Care will die. So does Milky Way. Started up and has been worked on for quite a little bit. Starzan doing what he can to just get his damage in, heal up. AL playing protection very well. We have a teleport coming in.
Watch the Aatrox.
From Care, big double knockup there from Flandra, and Kyle's going to follow it up, and they get so much damage down. Jotchi's still alive, but he's trying to escape. Sheer on the backside with a big play, and now he's going to look for Tarzan. But Kyle and Flandra trying to escape through the mid lane. Sheer and Milky Way trying to stop him. Flandra had gotten knocked up. The shield's not going to be enough. He's going to go down too, as FPX take the fight 2-for-1. Meanwhile, Sheer just up on the top side, hanging out, having a good time, taking a turret for himself. AL do start up the dragon, but have nobody committed to it because Jue and Jotchi have the inside track on the mid lane here, and they're worried about that turret going down.
Yeah, you don't want to overextend here if you're FPX. I like the way they're playing this. We'll see if they go for it.
Oh, Milky Way, he gets blown up immediately. Now Jue is forced to flash over the wall. Sheer teleported in, but he doesn't even join that fight. Jue's going to die as he tries to crawl to the mid lane turret. A big miscue by the FPX jungler.
It's ginormous. It's a huge mistake from Milky Way. Absolutely no reason to go in there. One thing I was going to say during the setup, it was really well played at the beginning by FPX because they were generating pressure across the map. We just talked about how Dragon is a tough win condition for AL.
Corki is on that Manamune, so he is incredibly strong with the auto attacks. Sheer looking to clear out the minions on this turret, but he has realized really quick, I am in a 3v1. I'm against the wall, against the Poppy. He's going to flash away and stay alive. Turret's going to fall as Milky Way doesn't want more, but Jue teleported in. Jue is going to die here. He's going to get knocked up, and it's easy pickings, but look at the rest of the map. Came out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot picked up here by FPX. It's honestly not a bad play for FPX. I don't really like the teleport from Jue, obviously. If you would have just allowed the turret to go down, it would be even more of a plus, but that will be Otacon down on the bottom side. You're trading that for top lane tier 2. You're also trading it potentially for mid lane tier 2, but the teleport going to stop that coming in from Scion. So still a good play for AL, but look at the gold. It's all really about execution now, as Jotchi could be in trouble.
Oh, Jotchi, oh no, he cleanses too. He's just going to die. Oh, he greeds for the blue buff, and he falls. AL punishing these mistakes.
They're just not in the right place at the right time. That's going to cost them top lane tier 1 here, and it could cost them even more with some pressure coming down into the mid lane. But Care looks like he might be able to equalize with a bot lane tier 1 turret. We will see how much AL can get out of this, but
their top laner, their jungler, their support are going to get.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. It's 2 carries and 3 beefy boys, you know, in terms of what AL has going for them. And if FPX want to give this over, it's not the worst thing in the world. We'll see if they want to contest, though. Kyle potentially looking to capitalize.
Sheer has backed off, just going to let that wave die to the turret, and it looks like FPX are going to take it easy here and let that one go. 5 minutes ago? Man. That may as well be a lifetime. In League of Legends terms, it is a lifetime. Care is going to get engaged on here by Tarzan. Tarzan going to stop him from really getting anywhere. Double knockup is there too. There we go. Anyone's legend. A snappy play. They pick off 2.
That is the biggest caster curse we could have looked at, and they're not done. Jue could be the target next.
He is. He's going to flash away. Teleport's coming in. This is Flandra showing up to the party. Sheer's on a big flank here, but guess what? It's not going to work out very well. Jotchi gets slammed up against the wall. Jue's going to fall. Jotchi's dead. 4 for nothing. And when the dust settles, AL are on the Baron.
That was a huge fight for anyone's legend. You know, it might not have felt like the game was on a knife's edge, but it really was. If FPX was able to get one fight off, if they were able to find one flank, things could have been very different. But it's Care, the player we asked to step up, who makes the critical error of being too far forward. Great job by Tarzan to be able to catch him out. Great follow through by the rest of the team, and that is Baron, now secured by AL. The game has been broken wide open. Dragon is up. That is sole point.
It hasn't been pretty, but that right there was a glimpse of the AL of Split 2. You were like, oh man, this is like totally a play that they would make. real snappy decision making that everybody seems to be on the same page about, K-Man. It's refreshing after a long desert that had no kills for quite a long time.
Yes, everything is opened up for sure for anyone's legend, and they showcase that by taking this bot lane tier 2. They're pressuring in now on the inhibitor. Watch Jhachi if he's going to be able to, free hit on the backline. Sheer's looking for a potential flank angle. Flandra, of course, split pushing in the mid lane. Going to try to cut off this attempt. Milky Way.
Yeah, he's going all the way in. Sheer looking to get around here. He's going to look for Shanks. Kyle, very low on HP, but Sheer has to flash away as AL is pulled all the way off, and FPX have not able to chase them. Carrot taking so much damage.
Oh, the Victor ult.
Ultimate goes and hits the wall. Shanks below half HP. And this turret is going to fall as Sheer has not had an opportunity to back. Teleports are coming in here as the inhibitor will go down. As anyone's legend just, again, bullying their way through. Flank of the century, but guess what? He's on a ward again. Zale is going to knock down this turret. Hook goes in. They're going to look for Kyle. He gets bursted out pretty hard, down to about half HP. Milky Way once more, but Flandra's shield is going to be real big. Sheer already down to half HP on the backside. There's the Sivir ultimate as AL are ready to rip the fight, ready to go. Zhui's going to get bursted out. Flandra is a zombie, and he's running at Jhachi like a horror movie. He's about to get bit. Somebody kill this guy so he doesn't infect the others. And AL says, we'll put you down our damn selves. They got to wave in 2. They're going to take Nexus Turret 1. They're going to take Nexus Turret 2. Sheer, once again, fighting Tarzan instead of everybody else. Down goes the Milkman as the milk has spoiled and anyone's legend. It was not pretty. In fact, it was uglier than me. But they still win Game 2 and force Game 3.
A lot of champions you've seen for many years in pro play, a very normal comp. While this is not a very strong comp in the late game, and I think I am concerned about what they're going to look like.
Worthwhile lower third. So far in his first Pantheon game, he has made no impact. He is also not level 6 yet, so that's okay.
Yeah, it's a free dragon, all for the most part, for FPX, and especially with that pressure generated on the bot side, you feel pretty good about that team to be able to control area. Right now, looks like FPX is just pushed out of the pit. It looks like Milky Way happy to give this over, and it will be AL that is taking the grubs. They already have a bit of a gold lead. That's just going to compound here. Nice roam up, like you called out, from Flandra. But Sheer will get some plates on the bottom side to at least equalize some of the gold.
Yeah, not bad. Flandra didn't have the teleport here, but, with the grubs all going over to the side of AL, I mean, the good news is it's a really good takeaway. You give a little bit of power to Flandra.
Maybe not coming down. Pink's coming in, though. That Grand Starfall is available.
I would love for a fight to be forced, but unfortunately it will just be the dragon and split at 1 apiece right now. A little bit here. Yeah. We have 10 seconds until this Rift Herald, right? So we'll probably have another 30 seconds before we actually fight for this. Hang on.
Sheer.
Wait a minute. We're seeing things happen. Sheer tries to hop away. He flashes, but Tarzan's in hot pursuit. They're going to knock him up. Sheer's going to go down. Here comes Milky Way, but he's a little too late, and he's going to get chased down now. Wind becomes late and tagged on him, but Zhui will be there to back him up. It is a 15-minute first blood for AL.
FPX. Instead, Milky Way just wants to go ahead and go to try and turn the play. At this point, could be walking into a trap.
Oh, Milky Way tagged to half. That's an interesting interaction, and Milky Way's on the wrong side of things. He's going to have to flash away. Hostile takeover. Doesn't hit anybody. Here comes the curtain call. Shots are not landing on this one as Sheer will stand still and be able to block for Milky Way. But over on the side, we've got Care off in no man's land, and he gets shockwaved to death. And now Sheer gets caught up in the errors that are ongoing. See, it's tagged with a bailout. Won't go down. But AL pick up another kill, and they will retreat to the Herald.
Care? Hello? Knock knock, is anyone home? I'm just so confused as to what the idea was there. I get that he's looking for a flank angle, but on this bot lane tier 1, this will be taken with the grubs. Really no contest available. Mountain Dragon is available as well, so this is likely just a free transition up there. Care trying to at least do something to equalize this on the top side of the map, but once again, a very nice play made here by anyone's legend, being able to force Sheer away, using the numbers advantage on the strong side to be able to secure the objective and pushing the game forward. These aren't exactly the flashiest plays in the world, but these are the clinical ones, and quite frankly, these are the ones AL was making before whatever mental boom they had, so it is encouraging to see that.
Yeah, is a lot of it impotence on the side of FPX? Yes. Well, Milky Way going to go in and clear out some of this vision, and they just have no idea that this is going on, man.
Uh-oh.
And if they do, they have just decided to abandon hope. Otacon secured, getting the robot Tarzan as he's going to go drop.
Oh!
FPX have finally decided to make a snap decision. They have started up this dragon. Anyone's Legend looking to make their way in. Ball is only on the Orianna right now, looking to scout out Sheer. Down to 3,000 HP is this dragon. It's going to look for a little bit of a fight, and it's secured by Tarzan. And they're going to turn all the way onto Care. Care stuck in the back of the pit, and Flandra is a really big croc. He's going to go real evil for a second, but he's still back there, still doing his thing. Shockwave lands onto 2. Milky Way going to be the target, but Sheer with a big counter-strike on the back line. Now the question is, can he get his team back into the fight? The handshake is there, but Sheer will fall regardless. Jhachi stuck in the back of the pit. He's dead too. And Milky Way's second career ultimate will get him the heck out of Dodge.
Just barely.
Oh yeah, Jue's dead, by the way.
It's not even over. Jue is dead here.
Yeah.
It's going to catch him.
We don't need to talk about that. He's dead.
He will be taken down here by the Jhin. The FPX, the old FPX logo flashed by Jue for wasting as much time as he can. Kind of an interesting fight to break down. I really do hope we get a replay. I imagine we will. Not a lot to replay over throughout this game so far, so excited to kind of break that down. But overall, a really slow, methodical fight that ends up just being really in favor of AL because of the lack of damage coming out from FPX. You can't get any of the critical threats into good spots, and now Care could be in a bit of danger. Does get stunned up over and over again under tower, but will eventually get out of that. Shank's taking top tower as well.
Yeah, now things are starting to really fall apart here.
It's tough. I mean, the Jax is in a good spot. I do think that there is an avenue for him to either continue to pressure side lanes and delay the game enough to be able to get everyone else online, or alternatively find a nice, jump into the backline. We saw it in that fight. It just came way too late in terms of how things happen. Sheer is going to be able to take down this bot tier 1. No pressure coming from elsewhere, but Baron is the dance at this moment.
Kyle will pull off the Baron. Kyle going to burn this Ghost, looking to get on top of Care. Got the exhaust too. He's rooted up. He's shockwaved. He's standing still because he can't move anywhere. And Hope will get the kill, his third of the game. Should be all clear for AL to do their thing.
It's going to look pretty bad for Care in terms of just the overall picture, but I do understand, someone has to check this Baron. Someone has to make sure that it's not being taken, and it's not going to be Jue, it's not going to be Jhachi, and Milky Way's not stepping up, so fortunately, it falls on Care, and he ends up getting taken down. But FPX now feel the pressure.
Let's do it. Baron is up. See, Jhachi just gets jumped on, and he's going to bleed out in the river. Shuei's going to be the next target. Hostile takeover. It only hit Flandra, and it's just over, man. It's just game over, man. Game over. Sheer is just desperately trying to run away, but even he has run out of bandwidth, run out of space, and run out of health. The soul up in 2 seconds. K-Man, it doesn't matter what AL does from here. There is no bad decision.
Yeah, I don't think there's any part of this that is not in favor of anyone's Legend at this point. We questioned them after game number 1. We questioned them at the beginning of game number 2, but they end up closing out that second game by staying patient. Oh, Milky Way. Oh, no way. He's going to go for it. Oh, no way he's going to go for it. He's going for it.
You got to do it.
He's too late.
Oh, all right. Listen, he tried. He tried. I'm going to go sip my water now, or whatever drink of choice I brought to the game, because there's nothing better that I could do. Oh, call out summoners? Hell no. Why would I call out summoners, bro? It just don't matter at that point. 30 minutes into the game. Soul secured for AL. 10 kills to nothing. Looking for a complete game shutout, at least in score.
Will suffice if they can land it. We will see.
No, this isn't a no-hitter. They've 3 hits for those turrets.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's really bad.
So we can look and see what the plan is going to be here for AL. They're just getting the mid inhibitor here by pushing in both of these lanes. This is what you can do when you have so much lane clear prio, but Care at this point has to make a decision. Right. He goes in.
All right, they go after Tarzan, but Care gets knocked back in. He's got to go golden. Here's the hostile takeover. Hits multiple members here. They're trying to make a play, but Flandra is just way too big. Care is so low. He's trying to get away from Flandra, and he goes back in. And he just immediately gets called. Here's the last shot. Lands perfectly. It's a triple kill from Flandra. Mercifully, AL will finally end the game. It took 31.5 minutes. 15 kills to nothing.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.